I guess instead of a starlet, I'm gonna be an angel today. Hello starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. I make videos to inspire you to be the best version of yourself and live your dreams. So if you want to be an everyday starlet, or in this case, an everyday angel, then be sure you hit that subscribe button. So today I turned myself into a Victoria's Secret angel, mainly because I wanted to prove that anyone can be, regardless of your shape or size. I actually created this sort of glam, sexy DIY fantasy bra, mainly because I don't actually fit into Victoria's Secret sizes. I mean, I never really did, even though I used to squeeze into them because they were the only option on the market for a long time. You know, glamour and feeling beautiful and feeling like, you know, a glamorous angel shouldn't just be for, you know, Brazilian models with zero body fat. It should be for everyone. I actually wanted to do this when I heard about the controversy with Victoria's Secret. If you aren't familiar, basically they came out saying that they would never use plus size or transgendered models because lingerie is supposed to be a male fantasy. I actually have a whole Instagram post. I will try to link directly to that post in the description box. So if you guys want to see that, I would really love if you guys would check out that post and give it some support, because I put like a lot of thought and heart and soul into that. So I'm not going to get too into my thoughts on the controversy in this video because I want to get to the DIY. So this is the DIY that almost didn't happen, mainly because I think I started out wanting it to be this really dramatic, over the top fantasy bra DIY, and I've seen some of Amber Scholl's DIYs, and she did like a DIY fantasy bra. I was like, I had all these really grand ideas, and then when I actually tried to get the supplies and the crystals and stuff just wasn't working, and I almost didn't do this, but then I was like, you know what, not only do I want to show you that all you really need is a bra that fits you in any shape and any size can do this. It doesn't matter what you look like, but also it doesn't matter if you're not, and no shade here, but you're not like living in New York or LA and you don't have access to like the fashion district and a crystal dealer and stuff. This is all just stuff that you can simply order online and get easily. So this may not be the most intricate of bras, but this is honestly something that anyone can do at, you know, any craft level and any size. All you need is a good fitting bra that fits you, and I mean, anyone can do this. So I will show you guys my whole look at the end of the video, so if you want to see that, be sure you stay tuned. But if you guys want to see how I DIY'd this Victoria's Secret inspired fantasy bra, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need for this project is a bra in your size. I actually did the other side already to test out and figure out what I was gonna do. But basically, any bra that you can find in your size will work. I would definitely recommend something with some structure. A bralette would probably not work as well for something like this. So something with an underwire and an actual sort of like more of something that has a formed cup is probably going to be the best for this. I picked this. This is from Fig Leaves. Fig Leaves actually has a really great range of sizes. This is from their Fig Leaves brand, and it comes in a huge range of sizes, and it's actually, I would say, relatively affordable for the quality and for the size range. And I just thought that this white lace felt very, you know, Victoria's Secret angel. So that's why I picked this one. You're going to need some scissors. I have some delicate ones and some, these are my mom's. They'll cut through anything, so. A brooch, I got this on Amazon. I don't know, it feels very glam with the pearls and the crystals and stuff. I kind of like the idea of something that sort of dropped down, because you notice a lot of the angel bras have something that sort of dips in the middle. And a spool of, I got this on Amazon, it's a spool of rhinestones, and I will actually, I'll link these exact ones below. I'll link everything that I can find in the description box below. You also need some E6000 glue. I bought this because this is what Amber Scholl uses. She swears by it. It's in like all of her videos. This is the clear transparent. You can get this in almost any craft store. I'm still getting used to using it, and this is super messy, so I didn't want to just leave this here on my white rug here because it's kind of been leaking. So I actually thought about sewing this on instead of gluing, and then I thought, you know what, no, I don't have that kind of time on my hands, so we're gonna glue it. So like I said, I did this side. It's actually still a little delicate because it's still drying. The reason why I did this side first was because I kind of wanted to figure out what I was doing while I wasn't filming, and then actually kind of know what I was doing when I filmed this side. I would actually recommend doing maybe like one strand one side, one strand the other side to help get it more even, but that's not what I did. So now, because I am like super crazy about things getting messy. To be honest, this is like a cheap throw rug I got on Amazon, so I don't really care too much about ruining it, but I just have like this Amazon bag that something came in that I had lying around, just like a shipping bag to put down to protect things, and then a paper towel. This is not sponsored by Amazon. I just did get a lot of the stuff from Amazon, and I have a lot of these things lying around. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm super obsessed with not making a mess. One thing I'm gonna do, you can leave this on if you want, but this bra actually had, it had a bow on each of the straps and had a bow in the center. I already took the center one and the other one off. So I'm gonna take this off, even though it is pretty and I like that it's pink, but it just kind of isn't the look I'm going for. So I'm just taking my delicate scissors and trying not to cut myself, just trimming off the bow and just trying to make sure I get any little stray pieces. Now, I cut some strands of these crystals with my heavy-duty scissors. I mean, I kind of overshot how long I thought they needed to be, just because I feel like it's a little bit easier to work with. You do end up wasting some crystals, but I just find it easier to sort of trim the ends. So I just kind of cut a few pieces because they're just easier to work with when they're in these individual strands. On this side, I actually started with the top piece, but I'm actually going to start with the bottom piece on this side because I just think that's going to work a little bit better. And I'm going to take the E6000 glue, and I'm going to try to do a pretty thick layer because I want to make sure that this stays. I'm actually really new to the idea of gluing fabric, so I don't know. I still don't have a whole lot of faith that gluing fabric is actually going to work. But you know what? I've seen enough Amber Scholl videos to know that they seem to work for her. So let's see. All right, I'm going to start on the inside, and I'm going to place the crystal where I want it. And then, oops, let me see if I can show you this. Where I want it on the inside, on the top, and then just sort of gradually making sure that the crystals are facing the top. And I'm trying not to get my fingers in the glue, but I'm not succeeding at that very well. Just kind of trying to go slowly around. I've noticed this glue does not dry super quickly, so you have a little bit of time to work with it. And if you have some pieces on the end, we're going to trim those off later, so you don't really have to stress about it. Just kind of want to make sure that the crystal in the center is right where I want it. I didn't do this on this side. I actually started the crystals down here, and then this looked empty, so I cut a piece and put an extra piece here. So now I'm gonna actually go back and try to do the top one. This is actually kind of the most difficult because you're kind of doing an edge. I just found this to be the hardest to get the hang of. It was also the first one I did on the other side, so first one's always the hardest, but gotta make sure as you're moving it around that the center doesn't get away from you, because you kind of want the center to match up as much as possible. Okay, now that we've got this top piece done, the next piece I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a piece along like where the lace goes, like I did over here. It's easier because you kind of have a guide to go by because you have the lace. Now, if your bra doesn't do that, you know, you can actually, you know, put the crystals wherever your heart desires. It doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you. It can be your design. You don't even have to go across like this. You can, you know, make patterns with your crystals, or, you know, do whatever you want. I went back and forth about what I was gonna do, and, you know, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna just do it this way. So now we have the piece that matches this one, and then for this piece right here, we're just gonna kind of go right down in between these two. Voila! Now remember, these are not fully dry yet, so you want to be really delicate with them. Try not to bump the ones that you've already laid down. If they seem to have shifted or anything, you know, feel free to just sort of adjust as you're going so that they can dry where it is that you actually want them. And then I'm just gonna actually do these two other strands. I just kind of tried to get these sort of evenly spaced along here, so I'm gonna put these over here. You can do as many strands as you want, or as few strands. It's totally up to you. You can cover it with strands, you can do less. You know, you can totally customize this to however you would like. Okay, so now I have both sides done. This side still needs some time to dry. This side's actually feeling pretty good so far. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I got them perfectly even. I'm not really gonna be able to tell completely until I get it on. You could do a lot of measuring and make it perfect, but to be honest with you, if you're wearing this for anybody who's that critical about these being even, I suggest wearing this for somebody who actually is excited that you're wearing a bra for them. And don't bother with people who are that critical. That would be my opinion. See, you get love advice in this video too. Now, very delicately, because this is still drying, I'm gonna go in and just trim off the excess crystals. It doesn't really matter how far you decide to trim them off. I would just suggest that you try to stay as consistent as possible so it's even along the edge. But like, this part's gonna be under your armpit anyway, so I'm not super worried about it. You can always put a piece alongside here, but I don't really think it's gonna show all that much, so I'm not really gonna worry too much about that. I'm gonna let this dry. And then when this is done, I'm actually going to pin this right in the center. I'm just gonna pin it in like I would just a regular pin in the center. I have done it while it's on to make sure that it works, but you probably should do it before you put it on so you don't accidentally stab yourself. But I'm gonna wait until this is completely dry so I don't get any glue on this. So when this is done and I pin on the brooch, I will show you the finished product. Okay, are you guys ready for the big reveal? This is my look, and I am definitely not a Victoria's Secret model because I didn't put any body makeup on because I was so afraid of getting it on this bra. So I'm here body makeup free. Trust me, those girls are wearing body makeup. No shade, they just are. And I should be for this video, but I'm not. This is the finished product with the brooch on it. I'm really loving the way this came out. I mean, I had visions that it was gonna be like completely crystal encrusted, but I like that you can see some of the white lace coming through. I actually, because I'm so extra, I got these angel wings on Amazon. These are actually Savage by Fenty. These are blush because I didn't actually have bottoms that I was comfortable in that went with this bra, but I figure whatever, blush, Victoria's Secret, we'll go with it, right? And then these shoes are from Amazon. These are just like too cute with the feathers on them. They were so affordable and they're actually pretty comfortable for how insanely uncomfortable they look. So yeah, this is the look right here. I'm actually really happy with it. And this is all stuff you can get online. All you need, you can do this with almost any well-structured bra. Obviously, I mean, you can skip the wings if you don't want to go full-on Victoria's Secret angel. But you know what? This bra is totally customizable. This is really just like a DIY suggestion, and you guys can really take this, you know, further if you want. You could do it simpler and maybe just do one row of rhinestones if you wanted, or you could just bedazzle the bejesus out of this thing if you want. I don't even know if I can say that. But anyway, if you guys want to know, because I always get questions about what I'm wearing for makeup, I'll probably do an Instagram post talking about the makeup that I have on. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you guys want to know more. I usually give like a few more details on there. If you guys want to check me out there, I will leave my handle, will probably be on the screen, and I'll definitely leave it in the description box below. If you guys actually do this DIY or a similar bra decorating DIY, I know I have another crystal bra video here on YouTube. If you do this one or that one or anything, and you post it online, be sure you tag me in it, or, you know, let me know. I want to know how it goes. If you guys have any more you know, glam DIYs. I mean, I'm not a seamstress or anything, so I probably won't be making any lingerie from scratch. But if you guys want to see any more cool DIYs or even any beauty videos or, you know, lingerie videos or fashion videos or anything that you guys want me to share, just let me know. I love to hear from you. I love your suggestions. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. A while back, I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and glamour and taking care of myself saved my life. And I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to be an everyday starlet or an angel, then be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels, especially Instagram. The handles will all be in the description box below, along with a link to everything I shared in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.